Hi,
Hi, Jeanette.
I just did 240 on the leg press machine today.
Oh, that's pretty good, Jeanette.
When
Wow.
I was in PT back in like December, I was doing 140.
Wow, that's amazing. Good for you. That's great.
Thanks.
Yeah, real strength.
Doing deadlifts helps with all of it,
Yeah. Yeah, those strong moves. Yeah.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello, how's everyone doing?
Sorry,
Good.
guys. We're just getting Nick's hotel room in order so that we don't have a dirty bed in the background when we go on camera. So just bear with me for one moment.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
I lost that workout. Sorry. I lost that. I'll have to start small in one of my.
Ray, what are we eating?
I was just going to ask the same thing.
Looks good, whatever it is.
I hate to say it, but it's Jimmy John's.
Good choice, Ray.
It's okay. I'm doing a full bulk starting next week, so it's okay to start a little early. Now, it's one of those rush days. Just didn't have a choice. But I did get a nice high protein, low carb, low calorie sandwich. So
I like their, let's see, it's not Jimmy. Yeah, isn't Jimmy John's the ones that have the unwraps?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those are good.
That's like 400 calories and like 38 grams of protein. So it's kind of okay.
I just can't say no to their bread. It's so good.
Yeah, that's the bad part. But and I'm kind of high carb right now, so not too big of a deal to have that.
Enjoy.
Today was all busy, and then tomorrow getting ready to drive 5 hours to Columbus. So okay to cheat a little bit.
Well, all of you going, have a great time.
Oh, it's going to be a blast.
I'm pretty excited. It's like what AJ said about how lucky are we that we're going to have Heather in the lounge as well. I mean,
Oh yeah,
keeps getting better and better and better. It's crazy, but yeah, looking forward to it. I saw Jeremy Deerenfeld. He's there on the road, so they're almost there.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I'm going to try to go next year.
Yeah, that would be great.
It just takes money that I don't have. It takes me at least 6 months to save money. So
save.
Is this the only? Do they only have one a year?
Yes.
Got it. I'm new to the whole pump club, so I didn't know.
Yes, it's Arnold Sports Festival, but it's a very big deal. It's huge.
And it's different places each year?
Nope, it's in the same place. It's always been in Columbus, Ohio.
It's always in Ohio. Oh, well, that's close. I'll have to go next year.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to go to a meetup this year, though.
You should, Jeanette.
It will probably be late summer or fall.
Where do you live?
Tacoma, or sorry, Renton, Washington.
Okay, yeah, Columbus would be quite a long trip, but they do
Well,
some
not
out there, so
really, because I just updated my ID, and so I can go with anywhere within the 50 states.
yeah.
I just can't travel internationally unless I have a passport. So
Right.
Getting close.
Well, you should definitely make one of the other meetups if you can. They're a blast.
I want to do one of the LA ones
I do too. I'm hoping
because,
next time there's a Venice one.
like,
go.
it's cheaper for me to fly to California because it's like 2 states away. So
Right.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Denver since I'm in Kansas City. So
Yeah.
I
figure
also
we'll
want
get
to
one
go
near
to
Akron.
Denver. Yeah.
do they do them every month or every couple months or?
Well, we are looking at the calendar this year. We obviously have the UK one coming up in a couple weeks for those in Europe, which by the sound of it, not too many of you guys in here right now. But we have actively talked about going to Colorado, Florida. So hopefully we really increase the cadence this year. We just need to get something, on the schedule for you guys soon.
The closer ones are either California or somewhere in the middle because I'm in Washington State. So
All right.
Yeah, we can.
So you just want to get right?
Yeah,
into
we
it?
can get right into the form checks. Sorry, guys, we were waiting on I had to get my bed redone because that big black thing behind me is my portable sauna. And I've been sweating all day and I got my bed all wet in between sessions, so I had to get room service to come bring new pillows, towels, and I was 99 kilos, so like I was 218 pounds at the end of the day last night, and I'm now I was 94 kilo. I'm now 206 pounds. So
That's crazy.
12 pounds down in less than 24 hours. And I got 8 pounds to go. I got to be 198.4. So,
Are you lightheaded?
I am when I'm doing my rounds. I get pretty it gets a little wonky. But I do 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 15 minutes on, 10 minutes off, 15 minutes on, 10 minutes off. In between lets my heart rate come down. By the 3rd or 4th round, about 10 minutes, I really feel it. It's getting hard to breathe and stuff. And then I take a cold shower, take a long break in between each set, if you will, and then run it back. And then typically the weight will the chipping away starts to go from like 0.4, 0.3, like 0.2. So I take one of those long breaks, eat something with like a little bit of carbs, gummy bears, crackers, whatever. And that, because I'm so sodium and water depleted, it doesn't hold anything, but it kind of reignites the weight loss a little bit. Kind of tricks the body.
Wow.
When do you have to make weight?
I weigh in tomorrow at 2 p.m. So the goal is to get down to 92 kilo tonight. You don't want to get too low. The lower you get, the worse your sleep is, the harsher it is on your body. So I want to spend the least amount of time at 90 as possible. So because I weigh in the afternoon, I can utilize the morning and cut off the last 2 kilo and spend as little amount of time down there as possible in hopes that I sleep slightly better and it doesn't cost me as much. And then it's IV time and refeed and that whole fun stuff. And then it's go time and then coach you guys on some PRs in real life.
Let her rip. Can't wait.
Yep, exciting.
I'll lead with this. I probably won't have the bandwidth to get to all 60 some form checks tonight. I will do as many as I can tolerate and can stay on schedule. The rest, I didn't even bring my laptop. For those of you that I don't get, I promise you, I get home late Sunday night. Monday, I'll bang them out right away. And then we'll have them up. So nobody will get left behind. I promise. It's just a busy weekend.
Yeah. And then
We appreciate your time.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, whoever's in Columbus and maybe your form check got missed, maybe you can do a live one. Who knows?
Sounds good.
Be a good opportunity for that too. All right. You want to go into it?
Yeah, let's get rolling.
All right. Here we go.
Iulian DB RDL.
Do you see is it okay for everybody?
These are good. Iulian, your range of motion looks really good here. The hinge pattern, the hips gliding back and forth. I'd like to see some subtle acceleration on the way up, squeezing your glutes. But the overall, I'm being picky because these are good. Like I always try to clarify. These are looking really good, man. The descent, the control. I can see you struggling all the way down the last rep. You held it together. Love that. Nice job. Next. Oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
Duh. Fuck. Oh, shit.
No, you're good.
Lateral raises, you're kind of doing, you don't have to come up overhead. Lateral raise, you really just need to get down to that neutral shoulder height length where leverage is at the greatest. So I'd rather see you keep level, like a neutral grip, or slightly pinky high and lead with the elbows. Think about pulling them out and around, and you'll feel that delt do most of the work. When people try to pull them together, you feel the traps do the main lifting. So you just need to come to shoulder height. That sort of leverage is the greatest on those delts. Unless, well, someone else is doing them this way. Do we coach them to, is the video?
What?
Is the video for lateral raises? Because this is the second person in a row that's doing them like this.
Okay, so the lore behind this, at least this is what I think is going on, is that if you watch videos of Arnold doing these, Arnold's going pull up.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's just trying to get
So
a
that
little much
pull
more
up
on.
is specific to a certain lifter in the Olympic world. Chinese guy, can't remember his name. Yeah, it's like the Lu Zhao raise or something, and then you pronate out. It helps with shoulder mobility. For this, we again, same thing. I just cued the last guy. We don't need to go all the way up there because as you come up and you come back, you're now working rear delt. We want to stay in this plane. These are good. Look how he's keeping those elbows. There's not much movement and pull from the lat with the elbow drive. That is a really good tricep extension / skull crusher, whatever you want to call them. Paul, those are fantastic. Not bad. We want to clean and pressing is a big one to teach because it's a very large compound movement. It's a series of movements technically. We want to keep that bar close. Needs to come straight up the front of your body. You're doing really good at rotating under, not swinging the bar out away from you. When you catch in the front rack, you need to stop, rebrace, set your feet, then press. Now you can strict press or you can leg drive. Don't care. But if you're going to strict press, you want a nice wide foot base, shoulder width apart, get that chest, that upper back tight, and press and open the window. It doesn't need to flow right into like you see CrossFitters doing for condition. You have the clean. That's why it's called clean and press, and not a one motion or a viper press. Is you'll hear that in strongman terms. So keep that bar close off the ground. Make it explosive. Catch it, set, rebrace, press. For those of you that I see people asking about the workhorse and stuff. That is going to be an advanced program. And when I mean advanced, there are clean and presses. There are movements. It requires a certain level of fundamental knowledge across a broad spectrum of movements to roll through. If you don't fundamentally know a clean and press, jumping right into that program is not going to go great. So that's why we are calling it an advanced level program, because I see a lot of people cleaning and pressing. So I'd much rather coach you guys on clean and press for anyone interested before, so then when you guys get to it, it's not a foreign movement. These are really good. Tamas had talked about that band prior. He's getting really good glute engagement out of it. That's usually what a band around the knee does. These are fantastic. This is a really good RDL. Doing it for the goblet squats as well. Those are good. I like these. Keep on keeping on with those. Yeah. Eventually, Tamas, I'd like to see you drop the band at some point and really push the weight a little bit. Well done. Went to the top. Row a little bit more towards that belly button. And I mean like an inch lower. Nothing drastic. But these are good. He went up to the top, braced, came down into position. I like this swivel chair. This is sweet. Okay. I love that it's a PR. And this might sound harsh, but it's not a PR. You didn't squat it. You almost squatted it. If we're talking PRs, there's a standard. It might be the most weight you've had on your back, but you are 3 or 4 inches high. We need to get that much lower. We need to get your feet wider. You see how those knees are collapsing? I don't think that you can't squat 300. I think your stance is why you're not getting down there. You're limiting yourself. I don't think this is necessarily a strength issue. I think we need to get you set up in the right position. Because when you descend, what's happening is you're getting to a point where you probably feel restriction. Those knees are collapsing. You can't squat between your heels. Your hips can't flow between your femurs. So we need to come out. So with the foot width, point our toes out, drive our knees out over our toes. And what you'll feel is probably going to be a much easier 300 pounds. So that's the silver lining here. I think if we take that width out, drive those knees out over your pinky toes, I think 300 pounds might feel totally different. But what I do is I back off that, work that at about 50%, and get used to that motion. And put that bar, drop the pad. This is why I don't like pads. That bar is on his neck. And that bar is pushing him forward because it is so far past borderline his center. I want to see that bar more on the trap here. And if it bites a little bit, let it bite. Let it suck. But you're going to have way more dictation into that bar. You're going to have way better leverage. There's nothing between you and it. So feet wider. Let's go like shoulder width or just slightly outside of shoulder width. Drive those knees out of your pinky toes and get used to that full range of motion. And I guarantee you within a few weeks, 300 is going to move a lot better. Again, don't think this is a strength issue. Mainly being that, look at this midsection. You never broke. The core can do it. And if the core can do it, guess what's stronger than your core? Your legs. This is why I said I don't believe in it being a strength issue. I believe in it being a setup and movement issue. So you're strong enough for 300. I have complete faith that you can squat 300. We just need to get you in the right position. Y'all thought I was going to beat that man up. I came on a little strong. But it's all out of love. These are good. Iryna, I'd like to see you pressing more towards your face. See how you're coming down towards your face and then pressing out away from you? I want to see you coming down lower chest line and driving back up towards your face. Everything else looks great. Hold on. I've never actually seen a cat use a cat door before. No shit. Sorry, I'll focus.
Form check the cat.
Yeah. ADHD is a hell of a drug. Benoit, these are nice. He's moving weight. He's big boy weight. A little bit of body English, but form doesn't break. I love these. Uh-oh. Benoit moving into 2026 with the split screen. Watch out. Beautiful rack position. Yes. 30-pound difference. Speed is not all that different. Benoit, you're a front squat machine now. Look at that. Driving, fighting back into that bar. You got an A+ this week across the board, Benoit. Outstanding. And for those newcomers, Benoit couldn't really front squat a month or two ago. And now he looks fantastic. This is why we do these. Those are good. Minor detail. Keep those hips down. Don't let the hips rise as you stretch up. Very subtle detail, but you'll feel a world of difference in that lat stretch. Good mornings. Good. I'd like to see you see how when you come down, your chin rises. Keep that chin, that spine neutral. Other than that, those are really, really good. I like those. Good control. Good squeeze. Yes. Notice how just like a stiff leg deadlift and RDL, the hips glide back and forth in that hinge pattern. All right, Jeanette. If it loads. Again, I want you to be a little bit more patient on that setup. You've got all the power in the world. I'd like to see you a little bit foot width. I want you to turn those toes out and get those feet underneath of you. So our knees don't go in. We want our knees to drive out towards our arms. Take your time setting up. There's no rush. The way the speed of which you move the bar is awesome.
All right.
So we just need to don't be in a hurry to lift it. Just get there, get set, get your brace, go. Take your time.
All right.
Otherwise, great job.
Thanks.
Yes. Beautiful depth, Ian. Driving back into the bar. I can see it. Look at that. Into the bar. Yep. I love those. Goblet squats. A little less fold, more squat. Think I need to get my butt lower, but don't want to come as far forward. So that little bit, that lean back, this from, let's see if we can catch it. So the pull is done there, and then you continue leaning back. So all you're doing is doing extra work with your lower back, not actually moving the weight. So it's not actually attributing to the deadlift. So as you come up, our butt squeezes. Look at this. Look how minimal leg drive there is. Your shoulders are at the same height as your hips. So we're not utilizing our legs as much as we could. So we actually need to bring our butt down slightly. You're doing kind of like almost an RDL. So
They
we
were
need to
supposed to be a stiff-legged, so I wasn't sure if
Oh
my
shit, I
positioning.
can't read.
That's okay, dude. That's okay.
Never mind. I will shut right the fuck up.
No, it's totally cool. I knew my positioning might be off, so.
Well, either way, that part right there, you don't need to do. The top of that doesn't change. As you come up, I don't want you leaning back. I want you squeezing your butt and driving your hips to the bar. Think squeeze butt, hips to the bar. Try and snap the bar in half. Don't think about pulling it back with your back. The hips, as you, if these are our hips, they do this. This is what's actually happening. It's not this, even though it looks like this, but the hips have to push back. So we don't actually want to do this. The Goodmorning is much more of that plane. So you did stiff leg deadlifts really well because I can't read. I'm going to blame it on losing a shit load of weight, not having water since.
Totally understand. I used to compete. I get it. You're going to rock it. Thank you.
All right. So see how far past the bar our knees are. We need to suck our knees back. Our butt needs to come up. See, our heels are peeling off the ground. Our weight needs to be midfoot and heels. So this is all compromised right now because it's inflection. Getting our butt up, turning our tailbone to the sky, pushing our belly button to the floor is where we want to be. So our leg drive gets us off the floor. Our glutes and hamstrings finish. And you see how that never leaves flexion. So it compromises you through the whole lift. So we need to get your position off the floor in a much better state. It's also got low plates, so I would elevate that about 3 inches. If you have a measuring tape, here's a way to game it. Smaller plates. I believe from the floor to the center of the barbell is 9 inches on a standard size plate. So if you want to give yourself some elevation on those plates, measure 9 inches from end of bar to the floor, you'd be at a standard pull height. And that should feel a little bit better for your position. Good. Nailed these. So that rack position is why you're folding, because you actually have it resting on your hands and not captured behind your delts. So we want high elbows, fingertips, 2 to 3 fingers, getting those elbows out here and not here, because the weight's actually on the delt and the shoulder. It's not in hand. These are just like wedges, chalk blocks, like you'd put on a vehicle, if you will. And you want to sit much more upright, because when you switch to an actual front squat, that bar is going to come out of your hands. This is kind of giving you more of a goblet squat type pattern. So being that it is your first barbell front squat, a regular barbell is 45 pounds. That's 40. So you might as well just go to an actual barbell if you have access to it, because this is not a weight issue, but I want you to feel something, a weight that you actually have to get into position with, so we can actually start getting you used to the movement pattern and the position. Keep submitting the front squats because we'll get these right. But we need to get you in a much more upright position, maybe even elevating the heels. That could help as well. I see it says awkward arms. Yes, we want that bar on the delt, fingers just outside of our shoulders, and wedging that bar in there, driving up into the bar. The fact that it's not resting and you're able to front squat it means you can do way more weight. So that's a good thing. Okay. So it looks like we're way out front. Yep, that bar swung back. You were actually this position before you kick that ass way up and back. That's much better, right? That's actually much closer where you want to be. But we want that bar right up against your shins. When you went to here, your shins pulled away from the bar, way out front. You lost all your leg drive. So this is actually probably going to be closer to what your actual deadlift position looks like.
Cool, thank you.
Yes, sir. What do you have that attached to?
To a pull-up bar.
Man, I destroyed my face with one of those once. I have zero trust in them, but this is a good setup. I like this. Hell yeah. Those are great. That setup works. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've got big trust issues in pull-up bar, dude. I had one in my room in the barracks in the military and absolutely destroyed. Granted, we may or may not have been consuming beverages, and gotten stupid. But yeah, I had a bloody nose and everything.
It's like Malibu.
Yeah. Great bar path, Richard. Down to your chest line, driving back up towards your face. I want you to screw those feet in. And when I say leg drive, I don't want you to leg drive your butt up in the air. I want you to drive up the bench. So we don't get all that dancing around with the legs. We should have quad tension, glute tension, everything. So a slight arch in your back, we want to turn our body into a coil. If you were to bench like this for the rest of your life, I'd have no issue with it. But I want to make you good to great.
Got it. Thank you. And then can you repeat that one more time? So you want me to slide further towards the bar?
So
and then
I want you to, when you set up, if you can roll it to the end of the J hooks, slide underneath the bar so your eyes are underneath of it. But when you slide down into the bar, I want you to coil yourself down into your feet. So you get an arch in your back, you feel tension into your quads, your legs don't move around, you're squeezing your butt, you unrack and do everything you just did.
Cool. Got it. Thank you.
Think about when you input leg drive on the way up, think about going up the bench this way, not up into the air. If your bench is slippery, take that band you were doing crunches with, put it long ways over the bench, and it'll create traction. You won't slide.
Cool. Thank you for that.
Yep. Out front. Yep. Good catch. Stopped. Leg drive. That was great. Stacy, the only thing is see how far away that bar is from us? We want it right up against our shins. We want it to come straight up our body. So it comes up. That bar is way out in front. Now it's close. Once you get up to here, everything looks awesome. Triple extension. We get a little bit more out of the hips on your toes. Good catch. She gets set, and this is what I mean. Clean and press. Now this is the and press. She gets set. She gets in position. She rebraces, it looks like. And then a little dip and drive. Nice vertical dip and drive. But you see when that bar leaves, and this is where we get into the nitty gritty. When that bar leaves, the first thing it did was it went away. We want it to go this direction. So how do we do that? We get that bar, our elbows up, and we throw with our legs, and our head, our chin is back and up. So it's out of the way. So when we throw, we don't throw here. We throw here, and then underneath the bar we go. I like this. Good rack position. Get set before you squat. Brace. Deeper. More depth. Rack position, everything looks good. I want you to trust your legs a little more. Sit. Sit down into that hole. Go deeper than you think you need to. I want to see you push for depth, and then we'll see what that looks like. These are good. One thing to watch out for these is make sure you're not pushing yourself back. You really want to lead with that chest the entire time so you don't the reason being is when we tend to press, we tend to pull our chest back and it pushes us back. If a cable press or a dumbbell for that matter, we keep that chest proud and we drive with that chest the entire time. You notice it doesn't come back. We stay here and we drive with our chest, and you'll feel that activate way more as well. So leg press, pretty straightforward. The only real thing with these is range of motion, and it's going to look very different for people, from people to people, depending on your mobility, because I don't have a high range of motion when I've done leg press. And what I mean by that is bottom of a leg press stops. What you'll see a lot of people is they try to bury it like a squat. And what ends up happening is their butt ends up lifting and rolling up, and that creates flexion. We don't want that. So, Jonathan, you might be able to get a little bit deeper, but overall, I'm not. This is why, like, when people say, "Oh, I leg press 5 plates," that means nothing, because it's just it's on an angle, range of motion's different, things are just different. It's hard to equate that. I can't squat 1,000 pounds, but I could load 1,000 pounds of plates on a leg press and press it, yes, but there's so many different factors with leverages and angles and things that are going on that range of motion really depends on mobility, just like an RDL and a stiff leg deadlift here. These look fine. I'd like to see Jonathan press for a little bit more range of motion. Oh, that's just a picture, Bonnie.
There you go.
There we go.
I've got a lot of videos here. In part, I started out with the goblet.
Those are
and
great.
then I did front squat, and then I did barbell, just regular squat. So, and I also tried to show you the flexion in my ankle, which is also a different one.
Yeah.
But I still have that butt lifting. Tried to get the elbows up and just 2 fingers.
You're right there at depth. I mean, you like half inch and you're nailing it.
All right.
You're slightly drifting forward, which is
Yeah.
more ankle mobility. We just need to get you to trust your legs and sit back to those heels.
Okay.
Especially with this high angle, you can get away with more sitting back than normal anyway. So I really want you to, even if you have to exaggerate it on a couple reps, just to be like, your body's going to be like, oh, we can do that.
Got it. There should
but
be a regular squat in there too. Yeah,
it's
that's
looking
next.
better.
And this one, my ass kept lifting.
Okay.
And I taped this like 3 times trying to get it right. And I couldn't get the form right. But this was the best of the 3.
So
Collapse, collapse, collapse. And I focus on not doing it, but I find myself doing it.
So immediately, if when we break this down, what you're going to see when you descend, here,
Eventually.
yeah, I don't want to miss the initial. Okay. So I want you to watch your hips and your knees. When you descend, tell me what you see breaks first.
My knees.
Exactly. So that is bringing you forward.
Should
So
be hips.
you want to break at your hips slightly before your knees. So we get our butt back over our heels. You breaking here, pushing forward, is also what's creating that collapse, because you're creating a high torque angle on the knee by pushing out and forward. So again, this goes back to you sitting back over your heels and sitting between your feet versus descending down and forward at your knee.
Got it. And still working on depth. That's still an issue.
And I think once we get that descension path better, your depth will come.
All right. I keep trying. It's embarrassing to use it's embarrassing to use a bar with no weight on it. I'm telling you.
It's not. I mean, I'll tell you this whole prep, I actually hired an Olympic coach because I'm really dialing in the split jerk form for this world record attempt. I'm not just relying on my pressing power, because I wanted to see how much tonnage I could put over my head. I was working with a PVC pipe. Like, she had me working with no weight on several different things to really break down different parts of it. So even at its highest level, we do shit like this. So don't feel like it's embarrassing, because this is part of the path you've chosen.
Yeah. Okay. I think there's one more I was trying to show. Oh, this is just a warm up. I'm not sure why I threw it in there. I think it's because I missed the other.
Hey, steady right here.
Those are good.
Those are just little RDLs.
Yeah, those look great.
All right. Thanks.
Home run there.
Hey, thank you. Have a great day. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you. Okay, so these aren't bad. This is a high pull from a hang clean position. I like how he's keeping the bar close, right up the front of his body. Moving it explosively, just getting tired here. Those were good. He was getting pretty much all the way into triple extension. Let me see. There we go. That's triple extension. I love that. Pushing weight. I've got no issue with that effort there, Jason. I want you to initiate not with your arms, but with your leg drive. So get a little bit more bend in the leg and get a little bit more momentum out of the hole with the leg drive. And you should feel that rise a little bit higher and have a little bit more momentum to finish the top of that lift.
Hey, Nick, can I ask a real question on high pulls real quick?
Sure.
Um, should you be like your heels coming off the ground when you're getting towards the top?
Yes, that's part of triple extension.
Okay.
So when you drive, when you finish coming out of the hole, so look at how a power clean. Watch an Olympic lifter power clean. When they come up out of the hole, they're on their heels, and then it comes off their hips, and then they're on their toes because their hips are through. So that's triple extension.
Gotcha.
So you were doing
Okay.
instinctively, you were doing that correctly.
That wasn't me. I was that was Jason. I was asking about his.
Fuck.
No,
Why do
all
I
good.
feel
It just
something like that?
see, I had a question about it coming into this call, and I'd
No,
ask it.
that's a great question.
This actually happens to me right here.
Oh yeah, Jesus, I'm all over the place tonight.
All good. No, that's helpful on the high pull. I appreciate that. So since we went right into mine here, I film a lot more than I submit, and I feel like I see my back going up kind of in the middle or low
Yes.
back too early.
Yes. So this comes down to your brace and your hip position. What are you doing to create tension in that belt?
I'm trying to, I guess, breathe into it, kind of like fill my body with
Yes.
air.
Yes. So you take big belly breath and you feel that expand into the belt. That creates the rigidity. Your hip position, let's see before you pull. You kind of stay in flexion here subtly. And when you input leg drive, let's see. Look at this right here. Do you see when you start to input, you break?
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's very subtle. Keep watching that spot. You're inputting. See that lumbar coming up?
Yeah, it's
Your
like the
hip.
start where it shouldn't be.
Yeah, your hips kick up. So I would back off about 10% of your current weight because I want you to work in a place of technical soundness.
Okay.
And I want you getting used to your body in the right position. I really want you to turn that tailbone to the sky. Do you do any of those cat-cow drills you hear me talk about with people?
I've done them before. I need to do them more consistently.
I want you to do them before every deadlift set.
Okay.
For right now. Like just 3 or 4 and then get to the bar, do it. And what it's doing is it's creating that signal to turn those hips into anterior tilt. I have Noah here doing the shit out of them. And his deadlift position isn't where we want it yet. We're not done, but it's a far cry from where we used to be. And it might be we elevate your deadlift 6 inches. Get your position perfect there. You've probably seen me do it with Benoit and a couple other people. Andres is doing it right now. He's just about to be on the floor if he's not already. You know what? Let's do that. Let's elevate your deadlift on like a bumper plate and see if we can get you into position and then work down.
Okay. And sorry, you're elevating the weights, so the weights are starting slightly higher, a couple inches higher.
You're a bumper plate under each side of your weights, so the whole setup's higher. Because if we're higher, it's easier to get into a neutral spot.
We've been playing for like an hour.
Let's ingrain that and then bring it down gradually.
Okay, and then so bumper plates plus the weight reduction?
Yes.
Okay,
and then
got it.
We'll add tempo on the eccentric. So all your deadlifts, I want a 3-count eccentric. So I want you coming down in the same position.
Got
Time
it.
under tension, ingraining that muscle memory.
Got it. Will do. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Can I tell him something quick, Nick?
Sure.
So Paul, look at my video from I guess the last coach from Nick. Just look at my name and you'll see what the bumpers do and all that stuff.
Last the previous call?
Yeah, the previous call with Nick. Just
Okay.
look for my name, Andres, and you'll see what he means.
Yep.
Awesome. Got it. I'll do that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I like your foot width tie. I like this. I don't know if you're on the call, but I'd love to hear how it feels. I'm okay with this. Maybe a touch wider if you're getting restriction on depth. But if not, you can keep it the same. I believe that's why I sent in that angle. I think that's what we discussed. Mindy, these are great. Keeping those hips low. He's got great shoulder mobility. Big lat stretch. I'm a fan. Keep doing those how you're doing them. So really utilize that pad, right? So if we're back off the pad for most of the row, we're not you coming back here. We don't need you to pull through here. I need you to pull to the range of motion where your contraction stops here. So it's your fist should only really be coming back to your chest line. So we don't need to come all the way back and open up. We just come back here. I like to personally, when I've used those, I'll grab both sides so I have an anchor and the other side of the weight to keep me in position. So I'm really using that one side. I see there's a handle on there, but you want to keep yourself in that position the entire time.
Okay, got it.
Do a few more. We're only 48 minutes in. We're cooking. Nice. You're squatting now.
They feel hard getting back to them. Hardest in my core, actually.
Yep. It's because you're folding. So that last rep. Look how folded you are. Our hips actually stop. We're flirting with depth. We're right there. But we need to get our butt like a quarter of an inch, half inch lower. So our hips break that top of the knee line. And because you're coming down so far forward, your hips stop descending. So I need you to stay driving into that bar and keeping that chest proud.
Should I just drop weight and work on form next time?
Yeah, you can, for sure. A weight that's manageable. If you're feeling it in your core, then that's a big telltale on where the weak link is.
Yeah, I've been doing core work, but it's like there's no substitute for the squat, you know?
The squat is a core exercise.
Yeah.
Maybe not outright, but it makes your core stronger.
Yeah.
These are good. This is a really nice strict row. All right, so you see at the bottom how our elbows kick back out behind the dumbbells? We want to keep everything in line. We don't want to kick back and come out of line either way. We want to keep that nice in line, supported position. So you're coming down and forward. You see those heels peeling up? I need you to squat to your heels. Midfoot and heel weight, big time, because you're way out front, which means you got great ankle mobility for the record.
So this is my husband. He has very flat feet. And so he's always struggled like with it just feeling awkward. He says his hips feel uneven, flat feet issue.
Put
He
plates under his
just
heels.
his toes.
That's not because of flat feet. So elevate his heels slightly. Squat in a much firmer shoe, get arch supports, whatever you need. Elevate the heels slightly. He needs to get to his heels. With that kind of mobility, his depth's great. From the hips up, great position. Naturally has so much good going on here. Just needs to sit to his heels. That's it.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, should I just do them all?
Yeah, go ahead.
44. Jerk on the bar, which pulled our brace out of lumbar. So, Alex, no more touch and go for you, sir. Because this initial bip pulled us right out of position. So what I want you to do in this position, I want you to elevate your hips, suck your knees back, and I want you to push the ground away. Be patient off the floor. Really brace into this midsection because that belt, as soon as you jerked, just kicked you right out of position. Those hips kick up. So this is actually much closer to our deadlift position here. So these are more of an RDL with that leg bend. I kind of really can't see too much because of the plates. It looks like you've got less leg drive on these. Your deadlift position off the floor would look really good. I like the acceleration. So yeah, let's lower the load. You see how our glutes and hips are trying to cheat forward. So it's creating big lumbar flexion right here. So let's lower the load a little bit. Let's keep his legs straighter, even shorten the range of motion if you need be to get the hang of that ROM and then build from there. You got a strong pull, ma'am. Like I said, the actual deadlift position on the floor was really, really good. The acceleration, the glute squeeze, all of that looks fantastic. Gave Jimmy some homework last week on the benches. Yes, I can see the arch. Look at those feet screwed into the ground. Jimmy knocked it out of the park. 1 week turnaround. That is outstanding. Driving back up towards his face. Great job, Jimmy. I hope those felt good. Those look good. So I'm guessing RDL, stiff leg deadlift. So the first rep off the floor, I want you to deadlift normally with proper deadlift form. Start these from the top down so we can get stacked and get in position. So range of motion isn't the issue. After that first rep, those looked much better. But I'd rather have it see you're out of position. The deadlift was just wonky because you just don't have the ROM to stiff leg deadlift off the floor. But after that, I want to see you shortening the range of motion. There. See how you're still in neutral? Hold that. That's the end of your ROM for those. Yeah, high effort. Those look great from the front. We could maybe bring our feet in a little bit narrower. Reason being is when you input, you have this slight hip shift. It's our hips trying to find, I say find, but tracking, trying to track. We need to get hip to femur in line. So if we bring this closer, you might have a much better input off the floor with a little more power available. Reverse lunges are lovely. Excellent execution. Upper body stays in position. Solid weight too. Strong legs.
Does my foot the right distance back?
Yeah.
It felt to me like it might be too far back.
No, everything looks great on those.
Okay. Thanks.
Ray, those are good.
Still dealing with a little bit of shoulder issue. It's all I'm gonna have joint issues probably for the rest of my life. But
That's okay. I'm assuming that's why you're a little closer grip wise.
yeah, it was
Have you tried benching with something with a neutral grip bar?
I have not. Don't really have a good bar like that at the gym. I think I was looking at some grips I can get. Most of my benching has been done with dumbbells recently.
Yeah,
So
probably
trying to
feels
reach
a little
out.
better like this, huh?
Yeah, and I'm just trying to reach out with that. That's why, not a lot of weight, not pushing. I got the Anaconda shoulder brace on. Just try to test the motion a little bit.
I'll say this: if you have chronic shoulder issues, benching neutral grip permanently is a completely valid option.
Okay.
Whether it be on a Swiss or football bar or dumbbells, totally acceptable.
All right. Yeah, that's probably might be what I end up having to do. It's this eye thing is related to like I could potentially have an autoimmune thing going on. So it's just a matter of trying to work my way around it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well,
nothing confirmed yet, but it's all good. So I'll deal with it.
Just give the old mercury treatment like back in the day, you know?
Well, it just feels good to be back in the gym and feel like I'm pushing heavy weight again.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Dude, his squat is gorgeous.
Deep, but not too deep.
He squats like an Olympic lifter. Yik Ming, you stud. Those are fucking awesome. I'm just watching that out of enjoyment now. He moves so well. Almost virtually no barbell deviation in bar path here. I mean, it's practically perfect bar path, which is so hard to do. Well done. Wow. Genuinely impressed. Good. Good tempo, good control. We're not folding, getting phenomenal depth.
This was my second set and I was struggling towards the end here.
You were, I mean, movement pattern wise, you're doing fantastic.
I've been working for a long time on like really limited equipment. So I've been messing with like time under tension and tempo and things like that to try to mimic heavier weights. But I did finally get myself some adjustable weights. I've got a bench on the way. Like I mean business now.
You're doing all the right things, adding the tempo, and the slight pause at the bottom. Like your form looks good, the time under tension's great. I mean, you checked off all the boxes here. Well done.
Thanks.
You just need some heavier weight.
I know this is horrifying setup. I have a bench on the way. Okay.
Coffee table.
And a chair for head support
Head on
because
the oh shit.
it was interfering with my range of motion. Like I need
This has to be like a post on like I don't want to hear I don't have the equipment. No excuses.
No excuses.
This is freaking awesome.
I am nothing if not persistent.
And like your benching bar path is pretty good here. You could get a little bit more towards your eyes, but like you're benching on furniture. Like
now, what do you mean when you say like I've heard you say it a few times, like when you bench up, go towards your face. Like
so
what do you mean by that?
Angle of your arm in relation to your actual body. So like
Okay.
you're actually away here. You want to actually get more. I say bench towards your eyes. It's going to feel like you're pressing this way, but it's actually going to end you up straighter
Okay.
over your
Okay,
shoulder.
cool. All right,
It's very
cool.
subtle.
Okay.
Dumbbell, you can get away with it a little bit better because they're individual, but barbell, it
Right.
really lets you know.
Okay. This, I was struggling to keep them as close as I think you want them to my legs.
Yeah.
Like, I think I have a tendency to swing out, and I was really trying not to.
It's hard to with a dumbbell because they kind of want to go apart.
Yeah, they do.
So it's kind of hard to get closer because of the dumbbell part is actually lines up with your thighs most of the time.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay.
You're the actual hinge pattern here, you're doing very well. Nice neutral spine. You've got great range of motion. Again, you've got all the right pieces, so it's
Cool.
totally valid.
Cool. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Great job. Stiff leg. A little bit stiffer. That's better. And more butt back. First, initiate with butt back, then subtle knee bend. Otherwise, the lumbar, there's no flexion. This is a really good position, Donald. This is really, really good. I like this.
Now
Well
I
done.
feel those, Nick, a lot in my lower back, and not like in a good way either.
Because you are, it's going to come down to initiating with your hips. So I want you to start the descent by moving your hips as far away from the bar as possible so the bar tracks straight down.
Okay.
Don't bend and create, because it creates a torsion angle when you bend first at the knee. So you kind of do both simultaneously versus reaching back and then letting the natural bend, the light bend in the knee happen alongside of it. And really, do you brace? Do you create that internal pressure, that squeeze with your core?
Yeah, I've been working on that.
Okay.
Last time I submitted, they said to focus on that. So
let's if it's creating a not good kind of pain in your back, drop the weight, add a little bit more tempo to ingrain that kind of try and mimic how Leo was doing in the last one, that really slow, methodical. And it's going to force you to drop the weight, but it's going to keep your effort high.
Okay.
So you can ingrain that confidence in sliding back at the hips with the descent.
Will do. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. These are pretty good. Got a little bit of leg drive going. Helps move more weight. Again, totally valid option for a row variation. Maybe you could use a little less leg drive and really focus on, so basically come down to like here where your legs are doing less work. You might have to get a little bit closer. Because that part is really, really, really good. It's just you come all the way down to the floor and your legs help get up off the floor. That's it. It's just a range of motion. Otherwise, they look good, man.
Thank you. I'm very new at those T-bar rows, so that was like why it's my first video.
You're going to be playing around with them. It's just the nature of it. That's okay. And you're off to a great start.
These are the ones where you told me to do the goblet squat and wiggle my toes. It's kind of awkward for me. I've never really done these, but this is it.
But what that tells me is you're now squatting to your heels. This is good. This is what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted you to feel. That's physical feedback of, okay, my weight distribution is correct. So now we can translate that. You won't be able to do it as easily or wiggle them as much because when you're squatting, deadlifting, you're grabbing the floor with your feet. But now you know where that weight's supposed to be. So this is good. You've graduated from that. You nailed it right off the bat. So let's see how this looks
These my heels come up just a little, but I feel like it was better. And then after this video posted, I did my 4 regular sets, and I was actually able to keep my heels more on the ground after. I think it was the bringing out the heels just a little bit more.
Yep. Your heels definitely coming up. I would squat barefoot, man. Those shoes, not great for squatting. There's a lot of like rock, there's a lot of sponginess to them.
Okay.
Try barefoot. You have
Got
no
it.
issue with range of motion. From the hips up, your squat looks great.
Cool.
We just need to get you staying to your heels. That's it.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So we're working on Amelie's clean. So Amelie, you want to narrow up your feet because we can't triple extend at that width. But you are getting the rotation of that wrist snap. That bar needs to land deeper. Think, aim for the delt. You see how you're back. Get those feet. If you were to jump as high as you can, your feet wouldn't be way out there, right? They'd be much more underneath you. That's where we want to get that explosive power, get the triple extension. But you have way less. See how far away that is? It's because we're not getting that triple extension. Our hips are behind us the entire time. So your hips never come through all the way, only upon locking out. So you need to get your feet underneath you, use your glutes, drive those hips through, snap catch. So elbows are behind the bar. Even if we're strict pressing, elbows need to come forward to directly underneath the bar so the drive is up. When that gets heavy, you're immediately going to push in this line, and that's away from you. So go ahead.
I'm having a horrible time finding the right position for squats. I used to be able to get low, and now it's just like some days I'm good, some days I don't know where it is.
So you're doing a good morning, essentially. You're doing more fold and hinge than you are squat. So your hips break initially, but we descend via the knee and the quad. So think of like you were sitting in a chair. So imagine, you can even set up a bench for this behind you and squat to the bench.
I was in front of a bench anyway. I should have just.
Yeah, squat to the bench. Get used to squatting without anything, and then add weight and mimic that same motion. We want more squat, less hinge.
Okay.
It's simple. Like it's gonna click, and you're gonna go, oh.
I don't know how you forget to squat, you know.
You know, I couldn't find my wallet 2 hours ago, so it'd be like that sometimes. I always thought it was fascinating, little off tangent here, is like if you watch a toddler, like when they first learn to walk, infant, baby, whatever, and when they squat without anybody teaching them, it's perfect form. Somewhere in that growing up, we forget how to squat with that kind of form. The human body's made to squat instinctively because that baby will squat 100 times a day without thinking about it, to pick up a toy, eat something it's not supposed to, whatever. For some reason, we lose that as we get older. I guess because we don't do it as much. I don't know. So you can do it. We just need to get you used to doing it. These are good though. Great execution here.
Good.
You've got, so this tells me your squat's not a mobility issue, because look at this range of motion. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
You just need to remember to squat. Great job, Susan.
Thanks.
We got through them all. I mean, I couldn't read the clear stiff leg in button. Slightly deeper, but I like this position. Keep that chest proud. Don't let this collapse up here. Keep driving into that bar. Drive your back into the bar. But this is a solid foundation. I like this. And that's it.
Yep.
I know.
All right. He doesn't need me anymore. What am I doing here?
All right. Do we have any closing questions? People with their lifts, Q&A, general stuff? Hit me.
I actually did have it's Paul again. I had one more high pull question.
Sure.
I'm in the third phase of the maximize strength, and it has the high pull. The video demo that Catch does is from a hang position, but the way it describes the movements in the thing, it appears to be from the floor.
It's a variation.
Should it be one or the other?
It can be one or the other, if that makes sense.
It does. Is there a better one to start with if you're kind of because it's a lot of pieces
hang
go
clean,
wrong.
Hang clean is better to start with because it's less to think about. Because then you don't have to worry about off the floor position. And then you get that down. So when you come off the floor, you know exactly what to do with the bar.
Gotcha.
Make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
I taught catch from a hang position first, and then we went to the floor.
Got it.
Catch was terrible at him. It took time and reps. I think, and I quote, I said it looked like a monkey fucking a football.
That's awesome.
Next question.
Hey, I have another question.
Sure.
I know I just had you for a second, but in the bent over single dumbbell row video, Jen has like this kind of like 3-point stance going on. I'm really struggling with that. Is it okay to not have that hand on the bench?
Squared up, one hand on the bench.
Yeah.
It's harder for most people.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not me because I was struggling.
Yeah. So this came up with another member. No. So it is harder, and this is one of those things where why I like to assess the movement.
Okay.
I personally think that when you're learning to single arm dumbbell row, kicking the leg back that you're rowing, the same side leg that you're rowing with, kicking back makes it a much less stressful for those people, especially with lesser range of motion in a hinge pattern. Kicking the leg back. I think I have room.
Yeah.
So if I'm here, if I'm squared up, right, I now have to worry about that range of motion. It's going to be shorter, and I can already feel the tension. Versus if I kick that leg back, it brings my chest up. I bend this front knee further, and now I have no flexion here. I can reach and keep pushing that chest out the entire time. And it's a much more neutral position for the back. So both are an option. But when learning the movement, 1000% kick the leg back.
Okay, so you think I should kick the leg back rather than dropping the weight and trying to do her form that she's doing in that video? Or should I drop weight and try to get into that?
Kick the leg back and use the same weight, see what happens.
Okay. All right. And now one more question about that. Is my elbow meant to be like basically stuck to my body? Because I almost feel like it might flare out a little bit.
It can flare out a little bit, so you get clearance, but you don't want to come out here. You want to keep a nice neutral row.
All right, I'll do a form check video next time, and we can get into it. All right, awesome. Thank you so much again.
Yes, ma'am. Next question. Anyone? Going once. Going twice.
This is an airplane.
Sold. All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to do another round of sauna and get down a whole nother kilo. 2.2 pounds, give or take, and then try and sleep. So for some of you, I'll see you guys this week, in a few days, actually. And the rest of you, I'll catch you on the next one.
Good luck. You're going to do great.
Thank you, guys.
All the
Yeah,
best,
good luck,
Nick.
Nick.
Bye.